Hey there, Steve at Foxcan Farm. So last fall I had posted a personal health update video, and in that video I mentioned that there was an incidental find with regards to the other things that were going on at the time, and that there was going to be a follow-up procedure on that. And I did have that procedure in December. It was a biopsy, and it was found that the tumors on my stomach lining are cancer. And so in January, sometime in January, I met with a surgeon to talk about the potential removal of those tumors. And I really appreciate his sense of humor. It's a little bit like my own. He said, well, if you had to have cancer and you got to choose what kind of cancer you'd have, he said, you picked the best kind. But then he said, but you didn't pick the best location. I think we need to work on that a little bit. So these tumors are located near my esophagus, and not the best location. But so the good news is this cancer is a very slow growing cancer. It is pretty rare that it spreads, and so it's kind of contained. And in fact, if I was older, he told me that they might not even remove it because of the growth rate that it has. But because of my age, it was probably best that they get removed. And in fact, that's what's going to happen this week. So the location of the tumors isn't the greatest. He said that could prove to be a challenge, so I'm really hopeful that that's going to go well. I mean, there is a scenario where I could have some complications that wouldn't go away. They'd be there forever. So, but I just want to say thank you to everybody for all those prayers and support. I know there's just so many people and praying for me. I don't even know, and I've gotten a lot of positive support from people. I really appreciate that. And so the recovery is going to be, sounds like the recovery might be a little difficult. It's going to be about 2 weeks. They told me I should not work for 2 weeks. I'll be at the hospital overnight, I guess, after the procedure, and then if all is well, then I can go home. But there's 2 weeks of recovery there. Also, I want to thank everybody again for prayers, because I did in that last one of those videos I mentioned that I was looking for work, and I did get a job. I'm a contractor, and just so grateful to them. They knew that I would need to be out, and this is a particularly busy time of the year for them. They knew that I'd need to be out for 2 weeks, and they were still willing to bring me on board. And it's just a great group of people that I'm working with. They're just so blessed to be able to work with them. So that's good too. Other than that, I guess I would say, I've got some videos in the hopper, but I'm not sure when I'm going to get those out, given what's going on this week and kind of the recovery that might be required, or that is required. And also, those of you who've been wondering about the seals, or the covers rather, for the ball joints, we've actually redesigned them. We've got those, so you're going to need to get some of those up, more of those up for sale. And probably going to sell a complete unit, with the ball joint and the cover. Probably post that, get that on my on eBay. And other than that, I just can't say thank you enough to everybody, and make it happen.